This is the plaintiff, Frances Chambers. She says she brought her car to the defendant's car wash, and when one of his workers pulled it out of the wash, he rammed it right into another car. Her airbags deployed. She called the cops, and the louse still refuses to pay for her damages. She will not let the defendant just wash his hands over all of this, and that's why she's suing for the $4,918.16 it's going to cost her to fix her car. This is the defendant, Dennis Singh. He says he admits his employee tapped the front of the plaintiff's car, which caused one airbag to deploy. But the woman's trying to extort money from him. That's right, he's willing to get her car fixed perfectly, but the woman's trying to scam him into paying almost $5,000 for a 22-year-old car with 127,000 miles on it. And he won't be scammed because the car isn't even worth $5,000. He's accused of being wishy-washy.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case in the docket, the plaintiff says the defendant's car wash employee plowed her car into another car, and it was so bad the airbags deployed. But the defendant says, yeah, but it was just a tap. It's the case of, hey, you're nothing but hot airbags.
Thank you, Douglas. Frances Chambers, you are suing First Street Car Wash and Quick Lube Incorporated, represented here by Dennis Singh. You are the one of the owners?
Yes.
All right. For $4,918.16, the amount that you say it's going to cost to fix your 1993 Volvo. Okay, what happened?
On the 4th, April the 4th, I went to have the car washed there, which I have gone many times to have it washed, and it's always been done very well. This particular time, after putting it on the belts and after completion of the car wash, the worker brings it out from the car wash, and usually it's brought out right in front, continues in straight. Now, this particular worker I have never seen there before, and I've been there over a dozen times. When he brought my car out, he turned and made a right turn, and he went there down, and he hit a parked vehicle, and my airbag deployed.
Oh, my goodness. Okay.
And it was smoking, and like it was catching on fire and all that. So then
Wait, like it was catching fire or it caught fire?
It was
smoking.
Smoking like that. So we asked who was the manager. The manager said his name was Ryan.
Ryan, that's you? Come on up.
That's you.
Were you there that day?
Yes.
That must have been a
So
sight to behold. What'd your guy say happened?
When he pulled it out of the washer, as he was coming out, he stepped on the brakes, and the brakes wasn't holding. So from running into the street.
Where's he so I can cross-examine him?
Oh, he's not here.
Why isn't he here?
He's off today.
Oh, he's off today. Well, we wouldn't want to inconvenience him with actual testimony. See, if he's off today, that's all the more reason to be here, because usually the excuse I get is they're working and they can't take off work. But you're his boss, so you could have him come here. So the only reason I could see to not bring him here is that he refused to perjure himself and that you thought it would go better for you if he didn't come. Because I'm finding it hard to believe that there's a brake problem, and the magical moment when he crashes a car, did you see a brake problem? Did you feel a brake problem? Did you sense a brake problem?
No.
You have had this car since when? Were you the original owner?
I'm the original owner of this car. That's the first time that the airbag has deployed, and the car was.
So you've owned the car for 22 years?
Yes.
You must have taken care of this car like
I
you
sure
read
did.
about.
I plan to have
Your
it.
car is as old as my marriage, and my marriage is old. So,
That's a well-kept car. Well-kept
I'm
car.
sure it was. It's hard to get something to last 22 years.
Yes.
Including marriage, but it's hard to get a car to last 22 years.
It's never had that airbag. It's never been deployed.
Is a car fixable? But just to the tune of like a heck of a lot more than the car's worth.
Well, what happened is Brian came out and he looked at it and he admitted that it was their fault and it was quite a bit of damage there, done. And he said, let me check with my boss.
Did anybody ever say, oh, the brakes, did anybody say the comment that the brakes failed?
No.
Nobody?
No.
Not until they get sued, did they say that?
No.
All right.
No, the brakes. And the car had been inspected anyway in December. And you know, I had no problem. My husband was very, very ill, and he was up at the cardiac rehabilitation unit there.
How's he doing?
Very badly. We don't think he
I'm
might
sorry,
not,
darling. I'm very
he might
sorry.
not make it. But anyway, I had a hard time, you know, going back and forth. He's at the cardiac rehabilitation unit there at Cortland Manor. So
Okay.
that's where I was going back and forth. It takes an hour to go.
So what have you done? Is the car drivable right now, or it's
Yes.
not? Oh,
Yes, I was going to get
so
to
you're
that.
able to drive it.
So do you believe that the brakes failed and that's why the car wash employee crashed the car?
No,
Because?
because that would be not really,
Well, how about this? Let's get broader than that. Do brakes fail on cars?
No, I mean, I guess it's an old car, but it's kind of hard to just fail.
Just happens to be at the car wash that the brakes fail. Going inside the courtroom.
Let me see pictures of the damage to the vehicle. You can get up and help. No worries.
Let me help her out here.
Sure.
What we want to show is that we have a video that where it happened at on because she called me after.
I don't know if there's any dispute about where or how it
Right.
happened.
And then what happened was he admitted that it was damage, and he also wrote on a receipt that they agreed to pay for
Fix it.
what was.
Let me see that.
What was-
And let me go ahead and play the video and let me see that.
Now, the airbag deployed out. Some of it looks like. Here's the seat belt. It doesn't go over. It's stuck too. That's part of it. Okay, this happened here.
Okay, let me see your all the paperwork that you have that you wanted me to see where he scribbled we're responsible, and let me see also the estimate for the repairs. You do also have to understand that no matter how valuable the Volvo was to you, there is a market value for the Volvo beyond which you cannot, I mean, you can't, in other words, if a car's worth $1,000, you can't ask for $20,000 to fix it because you really, really loved it. You understand what I'm saying? You are capped at the value of the car. Not the value of the car to you because it's sentimental, but the value of the car.
I understand that, but
Yeah.
we're in a unique situation. My father is pretty much dying.
I am very
we don't
sorry
have
about that.
another
And
car.
I am not only sorry about that, I'm very sensitive to that
Okay,
because
but-
my father died a few months ago. However, that does not change a legal
But
verdict.
we don't have the money. She doesn't have the.
I understand
loaned her
that
the
too.
money to even make the down payment.
And I understand that
Okay,
too.
okay.
And there's going to be a money judgment recovery here, but it is not going to be $5,000. It's going to be the value of that Volvo. That's what everybody gets, regardless of the difficult times that they're going through. People's recovery, their legal rights don't become more because of a hard time or more because they're going through financial difficulty. That's not how the law works. Could you imagine such a scenario? All right. Tell me, Ryan, when you say the brakes were faulty, why isn't that in here in the little memo that you write to her?
Because she didn't want it on there when the officer was there.
Really?
I wrote
Really?
it. I wrote it and I had to take it off.
Really?
Yep.
I don't think that's truthful.
You
I
wanna,
really don't.
Would you mind asking her if she told me to take it off?
Oh,
Can
yeah,
I
I will.
put it on
actually.
there?
That's a good idea. Did
Well,
he write the brakes failed in the first paper?
No,
and
no,
then-
not right there.
No, that didn't go
that
so
was
well.
on. That was not there.
Yeah, but the fact that he says, "Would you mind asking her?" is kind of bold if it wasn't said.
I mean,
You know, I'm done. I'm done. I am going to order the defendant to pay the plaintiff the Blue Book value of the car, which is $1,500. That is the most that I can legally award you, and I'm giving you the most that you can legally be awarded. Good luck to you. $1,500 verdict for the plaintiff.
So the plaintiff maxes out on the Kelly Blue Book value of the car, and the defendant right here, what's your reaction to this outcome? You lost badly here.
I honestly feel that was fair because we did offer her the value of her car, but she didn't accept it. She wanted the full amount to repair it, which, as the judge said,
What?
she wasn't legally entitled to.
Well, why didn't you bring the guy?
He didn't want to come.
He
was
didn't
scared.
want to come. Don't you think that would have been important to your case, though?
I did think it was
Or you
important.
don't think he would have helped you one bit?
He wouldn't have helped us one because we never denied the allegation. We agreed that it did happen at our location. I did agree to fix it, but she just wanted too much money.
You think water got on the brakes, or what happened?
I do feel the water got in the brakes, and being such an old car, it may have not stopped, but it did hit the other car, but the damages weren't that significant.
All right, okay. All right, around the corner this way, okay? Thank you, and all right, come on out here, and you understand how the judge was bound by the value of the car. Could you step up just a little bit here and join us for your reaction to this case?
Yeah.
Well, we think it was not fair. I mean, we realize that that it's $1,500 is the book value, but
Yeah.
if I have an old car and you just go in and total it, what am I left with?
Right.
And they're the one that's really caused the damage, you know,
Yeah,
the
well,
car.
that's all understood. That's all understood, but
But I mean, you know, it would, I guess it would help towards what, you know, she still owes the guy, still owes the mechanic.
right. You're gonna keep that 22-year-old
She
car
can't
going.
afford
Keep
anything
it
else.
going.
Can't afford anything else.
How's it running?
Excellent. Excellent. Very good.
All right. Well, good luck with the thing. Keep it going. Watch those brakes.
I
You're
think
welcome.
Nothing wrong with the brakes.
There's nothing wrong with those brakes at all.
Okay.
Just had it inspected in December.
Harvey.
You know, Kurt, it sounds really unfair, but when you have a car and it's a used car and it's an old car, all you get is the blue book value, and you're probably going to have to pay a lot more money to replace it. But that is simply the way the law works.